Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Hold me not accountable for hunger's plight, nor for those who are naked, lost in the night. Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode on Sufism and the Journey of the Soul, the podcast that takes you on a captivating exploration of spirituality, wisdom, and personal growth. I'm Jane, and today we embark on a journey into the heart of Sufism, a mystical path that combines the psychological and mystical aspects of the human experience. Sufism, born out of circumstances that intertwined deprivation, hunger, and the longing of the soul for meaning, emerged as a tool to reject worldly pleasures and embrace asceticism. Central to this beautiful tradition is the concept of patience, or sabr in Arabic, which means patience, steadfastness, bearing of pain, suffering, and difficulties, but also includes fighting against difficulties, pain, and suffering, and dealing with them calmly. Today, we delve into the profound teachings of Sufism and explore the transformative power of patience. Sufism, in its essence, encompasses various types and forms that can be traced back even before Islam. It merged with Islamic thought, bringing with it foreign ideas that found resonance within the hearts of Sufis. Early Sufis, including some companions of Al-Hasan al-Basri, laid the foundation of this spiritual path, sparking controversy and debate among the people of their time. As we journey through time, we encounter remarkable figures who epitomize the principles of Sufism. One such luminary is Uwais al-Qarni, renowned as the master of the Sufis. Known for his generosity, al-Qarni would selflessly offer alms beyond his own means. In his supplication to God, he humbly pleaded not to be held accountable for those who suffered hunger or went without clothing. His selflessness and trust in God exemplify the essence of patience and reliance. Al-Shafi'i, not a Sufi, nonetheless he wrote several poems on patience. In one of his poems on patience, contentment, and hope, he writes, "I wasn't pleased with my circumstances as you see, but I'm content with what fate decrees to be. If days betray our promises and vows, I'm resigned to them, even if they bring woes. The trials of time are countless and vast, yet its joys arrive like festive repasts. The ruler of the mighty, they bow to his might, yet you find them subservient in the hands of the spite. When I have enough for my daily need, O said, let worries from me be freed. Don't burden me with tomorrow's sorrows, for tomorrow brings forth new blessings to borrow. I surrender. If God wills a different way, I leave what I desire for what he may say. My will holds no power or sway. When God decrees what I don't want, I obey. Beautiful patience, how close is relief for those who observe God in belief. Whoever seeks his truth is shielded from harm, and whoever hopes in him finds him warm. A door opens when another closes tight. Difficulties ease and circumstances grow bright. Widened are paths after they seem narrow, expanding spaces where before they were shallow. With hardship there comes ease, neither worries nor depression will appease. How many times I felt confined and pressed, but saw no consequence that I should detest. How many cold winds I feared from the clouds, yet healing rains were brought forth from their shrouds. Provision reached you while you didn't seek. The seeker's eye was refreshed and not weak. Separated from family, a stranger's plight, given after despair, a respite from the night. Saved from the sea's waves that once loomed high, when the storm grew calm, the ship sailed by. When people turn away from your plea, know that between the seeker and my Lord lies a decree. Through Ali's favor, he answers my call, always responding to the seeker one and all. So do not despair over what's past and gone, for you have contentment and accountability drawn. Mock not supplication or belittle its worth, for you know not the power it holds since birth. The arrows of the night never miss their mark, but their duration is limited, like a spark. In Islamic theology, patience is regarded as a key virtue, symbolizing trust in God. The prophet Job, or Ayub in Arabic, known as the hero of patience, serves as an inspirational example in Islamic literature. Despite his grave illness, Prophet Job demonstrated unwavering patience until the disease reached his heart and tongue. In response to his sincere plea and patience, God granted him healing and showed him mercy. This timeless narrative serves as a guiding light in moments of emergency and crisis. Behind the recommendation to practice patience lies a theological assumption that everything unfolds under divine power and knowledge. Trust, as Sufi scholars see it, is required, particularly in times of turmoil, to signal submission to the divine will and contentment with one's circumstances. It acknowledges that what may appear good or bad to us holds a divine wisdom, often hidden from our limited understanding. Trusting in oneself and the divine will amidst suffering implies recognizing that trials are a test of faith. Instead of blaming God, patience becomes an act of worship and meditation. Ultimately, patience leads to success, enabling individuals to fulfill both their worldly and spiritual desires. Under this line of thought, it is firmly believed that God does not burden anyone with a need or crisis that they cannot bear. Challenges such as fear, hunger, loss of wealth, or even life itself are viewed as direct tests from God. These trials can be overcome with God's help, and the key to overcoming them is patience. Prophets themselves, including the story of Jesus and human beings, faced the most arduous trials to serve as role models for all of humanity. Therefore, in the face of misfortune, illness, and financial distress, patience is expected and encouraged. However, patience and trust in God do not imply a lack of mourning or consolation. Sufis understand that life as a whole is a test, and individuals are tested through either patience or gratitude. Patience, or sabr, holds a significant place in the hearts of Sufis. Often, they prioritize patience over gratitude because the state of affliction provides a greater challenge to the soul. According to their teachings, the patient and knowledgeable person surpasses the one who is merely grateful. For patience is a state of poverty, while gratitude stems from abundance. By choosing patience, one embraces humility, asceticism, and a path that leads to the hereafter rather than the transient pleasures of this world. In Sufism, trust in the divine will is described as an entrance stage to spirituality and indicates the significance of trusting in God as a coping strategy for reducing anxiety and depression. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. And as Jalal al-Din al-Rumi says, patience expands your capacity to love. Other scholars believe that showing gratitude for affluence results requires from the wealthy and rich to control their instincts and greed. Demonstrating gratitude for affluence is a challenging obligation that demands resolute striving to surmount self-absorbed inclinations and discharge the responsibilities that are associated with opulence. Patience, along with other related qualities, are emphasized in Sufism that brings comfort to the fatigued spirit, leading to peacefulness. A transformative journey awaits those who embrace this path that accepts hardships as integral to personal growth. It recognizes the proximity of affliction to divine wisdom. The idea of gratitude, or sabr, is not limited only as a word for Sufis. On the contrary, it also entails the wealthy individuals to overcome their desires by engaging into rigorous meditation, internal rethinking of their role in society. It is evident by the end of this episode that Sufism accentuates the value of patience stemming from their proximity to affliction, which encourages one to seek obedience and tranquility. Even so, showing gratitude for one's financial prosperity can trigger an enlightening transformation if done with authenticity and selflessness.